In our first video, we're going to take a look at SAP Predictive Analytics Data Manager. And we're going to show you how you don't need a data scientist or a database administrator to build meaningful data sets which can be subsequently used in data modeling activities. So the first thing we're going to do is create an analytical record. We're going to connect today to SAP HANA. We're going to use a number of tables within SAP HANA to build out a customer analytical record. Firstly, we're going to create an analytical record. The analytical record will be a customer profile. And what I'm going to do is join a number of tables within my HANA database to build out a comprehensive profile of my customer. So the first thing I need to do is join those tables. By selecting the merge key, I can pick any table from the HANA system that I have logged into. So the first thing I'm going to need is my customer master data. I select the customer ID, and it loads all the fields from those tables into my analytical record. So that's great. So I've got some profile information, things like customer name, country, industry. But if I really want to round out this analytical record, I want to add some transactional data to really enrich this data set. So again, I go and find a table. And for the purposes of today, I am going to use transactional data of my bank customers. Again, all I need in order to connect these data sets is the customer ID to be unique. And once I do that, it automatically loads all that data in here. It then loads the data in. So now you can see I have my customer master data, but also my transactional data. But we're not finished there. We can actually use these attributes, be it customer master data or transactions, to drive new attributes about our customers. So for example, I'm going to create some aggregates based on my transactional information. So the first thing I want to do is make sure I want to aggregate by customer. So I'm going to use the customer ID from my master data table. And I'm going to join that with the customer ID from my transactional data. So the first thing I want to create is a sum, and I want to base that on my deposits. Select next, it asks me for it to give it a name. So I'm going to call it customer lifetime deposits. Now I have a new attribute within my data set. I can also do the same thing for my withdrawals, keeping the same information, just selecting the next field. I can call this one customer lifetime withdrawals. And now that I have that information in there, I maybe want to generate a customer balance. So I can go and use the expression editor. So I'm going to take the lifetime deposits. I'm going to take away the lifetime withdrawals. That's going to give me a new field, which I'm going to call customer balance. So now, as you can see, I brought together two tables from my database. I've created two aggregates and one new balance table. And I haven't written a line of SQL while I'm doing all of this. So as long as you know your data sets, you don't need a database administrator, or you don't need a data scientist to create good and meaningful data sets. So my analytical record can now be used in subsequent modeling activities time and time again.